Good evening to you all. Welcome to the Den. I am your host, Ed Honcho. I'm gonna find tonight's topic peculiar. You're gonna forgive me. Very peculiar, very interesting, because of the response that it's got. All right. So I'm gonna tell you about the catch the prize, tell you about a lot of foolishness, and why women at this point are more and more ridiculous than ever. Right? I'm gonna try to some stuff I have a video I'm gonna show you some. I'm gonna try to start bringing more evidence backing up my statements because y'all swear I'll be just making shit up until I show it to y'all, and then oh, I guess it does happen, it does occur. So that way y'all don't sit here thinking I'm just swearing I'm crazy. We're talking about Jonathan Owens, we're talking about Simone Biles, we're talking about the prize, the catch. We're just this same old topic. This is conversation that seems like only black folks are having. I'm gonna tell you about black women are foolish, and to the point where it's just, I mean, it's a level of ignorance that surpasses anything I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna show you why. Right? It's purely simple. Okay. So before we get into all of that, let's see who we have joining us. We're gonna get into it. Usually we go about 2 hours. I don't know if we go to full 2 hours. Tomorrow is Christmas holiday, whatever. People work hard, people celebrate. Oh, I already know my thoughts. I mean, it's cool. So I'm debating if maybe we may do a day den or early den tomorrow, depending on what the work schedule is. If I don't even know if I work tomorrow. I'm gonna check what I get tomorrow. I don't think I did. Check. Just gotta be sure. I may do a day den. But I ain't gonna lie, I've been up since early. It's not even that I've been up so early, so I slept for shit last night. So I actually just woke up from a power nap. So let's talk about it. Diddly 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 doo. Diddly 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 doo. Oh, that's from the damn saucer. All right. From the other stream, it's not the same group of people who are in this current chat. Oh, here it is. That's funny. Broad is a terrible person. Somehow he was first, but I marked him first. Shout out to J Mel, Illusion, Solis, Miss Bell, Ty Baker. What's the motherfucking deal to everybody? Right? Let's talk about it, man. So, like, I didn't know it was even a thing. I didn't know this was something that was going on. I log on to Black Twitter, right? And I find out people are stupid. Why is this? Let me fix the bot. It's doing whatever the fuck it's doing. And so I log on to Black Twitter and I find out people are stupid, right? Like, I didn't know that this was an argument that was taking place, but it's always this case of generally the ones who have never been, never will be married, are always trying to tell, those who actually have a man, who get a man, whatever. And it's like, and I'm not using the married thing as like a gauge of anything. If you don't want to be married, that's fine. But at the same time, if you don't want to be, you have no interest. Like, I don't understand why those same women are so adamant to critique, the women who do choose to get married, the women who do choose to, to get into that, right? Right. So there's no way she's a better catch. Like, and this is what I need you to think outside of money, right? And I'm gonna explain why. It's not even close. Okay. Let's think of odds. Let's talk numbers. Like, I'm gonna show y'all everything that was said. I'm gonna show y'all everything that was said first, for the most part. And I haven't even heard everything. And then I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna give you numbers, right? I'm gonna give you numbers, hands down, why the statistics say he's already the catch. And then I'm gonna break it down in every other aspect as to why not. And then I'm gonna explain why everybody's wrong about this, right? So we'll just switch to a little video.
Pops up, and I'm like, let me see who this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics. So it piqued my curiosity, you know. So I'm like, okay, I'll see what's up. I swiped her and it said we matched. So I'm just like, okay, so I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout and I come back and I get like, I had some likes on my Instagram, you know, and I'm like, oh, this might be. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, you know, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app like, hey, you know what I mean? And I'm, man, that's up, man. This gotta be fake. Like, I don't know. Just, I didn't know who she was at the time, but like the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college, and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August. So I'm not paying attention to, you know. So I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched, like, you know.
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
But like I was saying, man, she messaged me. This was like a Tuesday, and we were texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And we couldn't do much as COVID happened, everything was shut down. So she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man. So
you was really the catch in.
I always say the men the catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did though.
Is what you're saying.
Cause I was fighting it.
So in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying.
At the time, I'm not gonna say that.
That's what you're saying.
I was afraid. I was afraid to commit. I'm like, man, this is my third year. You know, I'm trying to. I'm like, it's kind of early. But you know, like I said, man, it happened when you least expect it. And we hung out, man. It was like we hit it off instantly. You know, we just laughed the whole night, a couple of days, man. And it's like she pops up.
Super simple, right? This is Simone Biles, right? Up where she's gold medal Olympian and all this stuff. Obviously, clearly she ain't got niggas beating her door down, right? She on the apps and doing all this other shit. Obviously, right? And y'all can say Buddy's lying or not. It doesn't matter if he did or didn't know. She was still obviously in pursuit, right? Now, let's talk about the odds, right? Let's just talk about men and women, right? Let's talk about men and women and the numbers, right? What is it that all these same women repeat every time you've heard them from, you know, the KS show, or any of these other stupid shows, these dumb podcasts they be on, they get these dumbass airheads to come on and talk and speak and sound as stupid as they really are, right? There's always 6 foot, 6 figures, you know, all that stuff. So does he not automatically figure that role? He's an NFL player, so he's making at least 6 figures. I think the last time I checked and it was sent to me, I think he had a net worth of 7 million. Simone Biles had a net worth of 10 million. And that was the last as of December 2022. I don't think she's done shit since then. I don't know when the last Olympics were. And just being a gold medal Olympian doesn't guarantee you a lot of money. There's a lot of gold medal Olympians that ain't got shit. As I was saying, 26 is old for a gymnast, right? You're talking about a lot of motherfuckers compete at 14, 16, 18, whatever, right? So she's on the downside of her career, okay? I'm not saying that he's an NFL superstar. I'm not saying that he's guaranteed this, that, or third, but she's been in her craft much longer than he has and doesn't have that much more money, okay? Women are significantly more frivolous spenders, okay? When it comes to weddings, when it comes to purchases, let us watch TV. And you tell me if the commercials watch the next, 30 or so, you know what I'm saying? Commercials that you come across, right? And just tell me if they're directed towards men and women. There's a reason, because one group spends money a lot more easily than others. One group is a lot more emotional about the buys. And again, if you would think that him being an NFL player, having an awareness of how short an NFL career is, we could also make the argument that maybe he's better with his money because he knows he's not going to have as long a career, right? He knows that he's not number 1 draft pick or anything like that, right? So again, the likelihood of him probably making more money in the long run, you can call it a draw. I don't think she's going to make the most money of her career or anything coming up, right? She's at a point where she's actively pursuing a man, right? Because she's probably at that age where she's going to want a kid before she gets too old or something like that. You know, she may want a little baby gymnast. Anyway, and so people are going out of their way, right? Because nobody gives a fuck about a famous woman. Like I don't know why y'all think famous women are worth a fuck, right? If anything, they're more problematic than anything. Like a famous woman is more stressed than she's worth, right? Especially if you're talking about a couple of $1 million difference, right? If you got your own money, she got her own money, you're gonna be doing better off. You have more of a selection being a rich man than she does being a rich woman. So like I don't understand why you would think that's sketchy. Again, we talk about hypergamy, we talk about these things often. These are all truths, right? These are all legitimate truths to these situations. Women always look up in that direction, right? So again, just because she has money, I mean, doesn't make her a catch. Most of the women who are on the richest women's list are like, what, all from divorce. So obviously they weren't that great of a catch. They were just a problem. They just got rich from that. Again, if she was the catch and she had men that she wanted knocking down her door, and she had these selections again, if athletes were pursuing her left and right, and I'm sure she feels like she's a world-class athlete, that she deserves some type of professional athlete. I could see that mentality. Obviously this isn't happening, right? Because she's on these apps and she's doing whatever. And I'm not saying that it hasn't worked out, they're not happy or whatever, right? I'm just saying how the story's been told by Jonathan, right? And I don't see anything wrong with anything that he said. If that's how it was, and she came and she, pursued him, and they were happy and met up, and she made herself, a part of his awareness and everything. Cool, that's fine. I don't think anything he said was wrong, right? Because ultimately, the statistics say he's one of the more rare men on the planet than she is a rare woman, right? Because men don't give a shit about a woman's money. Like, unless you're just plotting on fucking trying to take a woman for something or whatever. Like, most niggas, 99%, I won't say that. We're talking about niggas. But most men don't give a fuck about a woman's money, right? They really don't. That's not what you're looking at a woman for, in that sense. So, like, we can really throw her money out the window. That's a woman issue, right? Women care about a man's money. Like, that's a woman's issue. So, what we're trying to do is equate one-to-one, but this is not a one-to-one thing. And then the people who are leading this conversation are women. And so they obviously don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So again, we keep trying to have these comparisons, but we get it through the female lens, right? And that's the worst lens to look at anything. It's purely emotional, right? Because then it's a comparison. Because if you say to a woman, okay, who's making more money, that she should be the breadwinner, she should take care of a man, that's a ridiculous, preposterous statement. It's outrageous, even if she is the one who makes more money, right? But a man who makes less money and is taking care of the situation, nobody questions it, nobody says anything. Women cannot handle that role. Women don't want to be in that role. So we can't have a one-to-one conversation about money. That becomes irrelevant in the whole aspect. Now, I'm not knocking the man's wife or anything. There's nothing particularly attractive about Simone Biles, right? There's nothing that she's not a very beautiful woman, right? In my personal opinion, I don't think that she's not a woman that's going to stop and just turn heads everywhere she goes. And, I think a lot of you were saying that are being disingenuous, because we talked about this before, that women will not say that women they know that aren't that attractive are not that attractive. They won't say it, but they'll whisper it in corners to their other female friends, but they won't say it publicly. Simone Biles is not that attractive, right? Like, and again, that's cool. You can get to know her, maybe that's his thing. But in the traditional sense of being attractive, she's not, right? There's nobody's saying that Simone Biles, she could be a model / gymnast. She's a little buff short girl, right? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. And here's the thing. And that's the problem. Women equate this to fame and fortune and all this shit. That's why most women in America, Western women, have terrible relationships, because they don't know how to look at things on an even comparison. From a Lifetime. I didn't even know she had a fucking Lifetime movie. And it even said in her wealth that most of her money has come from shit that has nothing to do with her being in the Olympics. Olympians don't make money. I think you get I don't even think it's 100,000 for gold. I think you get like a little check or something with it, but it's not, you're not getting that much money. being an Olympian. Like, you're not getting that much money being on the Wheaties box. I don't even know if she was on the Wheaties box. Like, exactly. She might be a CEO. But like I said, it's like, again, the dude on his own right. And let's be straight up. What's the type of dude women like, right? You know what I'm saying? Look like he got the little funny eyes. You know, women like the hair and stuff like that. This dude, if he is a how he carries himself, he's not short for bitches. Like, he's not hurting for women, right? Because again, he even said, yeah, I haven't the shower, I did whatever. Yeah, I did this, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not tripping, right? He wasn't. Oh fuck. But he said, like I said, he's not tripping, and I honestly can see that, right? Like, again, if Simone Biles, let's put it to you like this. Let's put it to you like this. Oh, yeah, they're fun. Be straight up with yourself, right? Be super straight up with yourself. Let's keep it real. Let's see how real we're gonna keep it in here, right? Let's say that both of these were some fucking nobodies, right, in their respective right. This man still being the man that he is, and Simone Biles being the woman that she is, but without gymnast face. Say Simone Biles worked as was a fucking bank teller, and this dude was a fucking, I don't know, a fucking Boilermaker or something. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? Just average, regular people jobs. Who do you think would have more attention? Who would do better with the opposite sex? Right? Let's take all the fame and money away. Because like once we start having a real level argument about this shit, like I can't even believe like fame is brought into this because it has nothing to do with that shit. Right. And I'm explaining to y'all why you're all wrong. Like I'm espousing my points and my thoughts. And I'm gonna show y'all why y'all all wrong in just a minute. And that I'm right. And those who agree with me are right. Because to take the fame like as the regular shit, you know, this is what, you know, again, the majority of women, again, the over 6 foot, you know, all this six pack, all that shit, he's got us in shape. He's winning. Men don't give that much shit about a bitch who's like in men don't want a woman who's in the shape of Simone Biles, right? And y'all got a partner, so I'm kind of halfway looking at the chat because I don't want to get too distracted. Like, men don't want women who are buff like that, right? She's short and she's buff, right? I don't know. And again, you know, if men are thinking about their particular assets, uh, I don't think there's a lot of TNA going on there. So there's other parts of the interview where he talks about how she has spoke life into him and, you know, has made him, you know, change the way he approaches things and different shit like that, right? Talked a lot of good about this woman. He didn't sit here and say that, oh, you know, yeah, she's better off for having like, yeah, people don't understand what the prize, what the catch, what that really means. They just hear the prize because they hear it being the good thing and they just, well, it should be me. It should be me. Again, I've told y'all with most women, you take away the pussy, what good is like, how worthwhile is it, right? How worthwhile is a woman without her vagina? Very few of them are. Like, what is the difference between, you know, most women who, I mean, like, what is the difference? Like, if you took away a woman's vagina, like, what do you really want as a man? And most women, what can you say? What can you say as a woman? What do you bring? What benefit do you have to a man aside from vagina? Right? Because you ask most of these women, what they go, I got that A1 pussy, I got that ass, I got that mouth. Like, it's always something sexual, right? And that's cool if that's, you know, what you're seeking. But like, I mean, it's really not much aside from that. The modern woman doesn't do anything. Most of them don't cook, don't clean. Right? They making songs about it. The modern woman, most of the thing they can do is put some pussy on the table. Right? Use pussy. Use community property pussy, and they expect you to honor and respect this. Like, oh, this is cool. Like, think about it. Think about the shit bitches do. Bitches give pussy for press. It's like it's really like some new shit. Like, how the audacity. The audacity. Like, that's how you know these bitches is delusional. Like, that's why you can't listen to the same bitches talk about that she's the prize, put the pussy on a bowl, put a bowl on her fucking self. I'm the prize. Get the fuck out of here. This is what I'm saying. Like, women don't understand the value, right? Because they don't really value relationships because they're so used to being put on a pedestal. So again, it's crazy, right? Uh, she got the muscles in place you never seen before. Exactly. Like I say, it's a situation where, let's just be honest, bro. Like if it came down to it, if this was a regular man and a regular woman, on the scale of men, Jonathan's gonna be bagging more bitches. I mean, Simone, again, I've told you 1,000 times, a woman could be, she could look like fucking, she could be old as Methuselah and look like, I don't know, who's still alive that's old. I don't know, somebody. Like, Cicely Tyson's still alive? I'm going too far. Anyway, old ass motherfucker, you get out in the middle of the street and bust it, but it's enough desperate ass niggas that's gonna hit that shit. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? But if we're talking about the quality in comparison, he would have a better selection of women than she would of men, right? Because again, let's just be honest. She's not the ugliest woman in the world, but she's not a showstopper. She's not like a head turner. If y'all didn't like, was it Gabby or was it Simone? It was the black bitches talking about it, right? Oh, look at her head nappy, right? Now it was the black woman that was talking about, oh, how they let her go out there with her hair like that. Right? Like, and she's the catch, right? They're the same motherfuckers who was talking about motherfuckers who haven't had nappy hair and all this other goofy shit. You know what I mean? You can't guarantee that man's on his last contract. How do you know that he's not going to get it? Like we've seen people get picked up before, right? I don't think it's an honest thing to say at this point. Like we don't know that, right? Because then if you come back next season, he's on somebody's team, and then you just gotta, Man, that smile is cool. All right, let's do this, fellas. On your list of things that you look at first on a woman, like in whatever order, smile is on there. Now, I'm not gonna say it's not. Where does smile fall? Like you ain't gotta list the other things, just the number it places in. Like, we all know what features we're admiring first, right? But where does that smile fall, right? So that's the thing. It's just like it's cool, and I'm not knocking. I think it's a great story. Simone Biles, cool. It's great, whatever. But to sit here and say that, I'm gonna get real with y'all in a second. I'm gonna start busting this down a little bit more, because if you want to be super frank, about this shit, if Jonathan Owens was a white man, we wouldn't be having this conversation, right? Let's be 1K. Let's be 1K, right? This is, again, I keep telling this is a BW conversation, a BW, MW conversation, not Mexican, but modern woman, black woman, modern woman conversation. Because the black woman cannot see in any instance whatsoever a situation where you state that a black man is better than another black woman. They view black men as should be subservient, right? We love to holler patriarchy, but in the black community, we live in a matriarchy, right? It is maternally dominant. There's nothing else you can say otherwise. That's why the dysfunction is at an all-time high, right? Because we feel like a single woman is a better situation than a family, right? And we'd rather a single woman be happy about all of her bad decision-making than put the concern of her children first and, have a family. Again. Overall, I mean, if you're talking about a woman that you are admire, like say catching your attention as a man, if you're strolling out and you're like, okay, hey, that woman's nice, attractive. First thing you aren't looking at is trying to see. Most bitches don't even smile these days, right? Like what's the shit we talked about when we were real active that black women don't smile. That it's offensive to tell, hey, you smile, and it's not even that you're trying to be rude, right? It's you see a nice little person that you want to see people like that happy. You feel like people like that should be happy. Sometimes you see people in a way and it just looks displeasing. Like I've never seen anybody else in the group get offended at saying smile, right? Like it's a hassle, it's a burden to smile. I've told you personal experience how, rude and off-putting it can be. My deal is just this, man. Either way it goes, you take the money out of this, scale to scale, come on. Like I'm telling you what I know, right? I'm telling you what I know. And this ain't possibility, this ain't probability. On the scale of just society. Jonathan Owens, if they were regular people, would have a better selection of women than Simone Biles would have in her selection of men, right? And the smile is, again, it's like I say, you're going to look at, it's probably going to be titties, ass is going to be first. I might see calves or thighs. There may be a couple other things. And, because I'm looking at all, and then, hey, you smile and top it off, right? Something like that. But it's not a smile is not high ranking, right? I won't say it's not the first or second thing you look at. A smile is not going to make, if Simone Biles had a jacked up smile, it wouldn't make her, I don't think it would make or break her any different, right? Because again, it's just, I'm not here to like demean her, but she's not an attractive woman. Simone Biles not, you wouldn't call her a 10. You know what I'm saying? If we're having conversations, you wouldn't call her a 10. Some women say every woman's a 10. We wouldn't. We're let's be honest with ourselves. And the reason that she is where she is because, again, she does have some money, right? Because it's a bunch of Simone Biles looking bitches every day y'all pass by and talk shit out. Talk shit about. It's some Simone Biles looking bitches that work at the fucking Kroger. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talk about. But I hear in that same little nappy, little funny looking ponytail, y'all talk about a motherfucking ass, right? But anyway, I say all this to say, right? Oh shit, fucking it up. I say all this to say.
Like she pops.
So again, like I say, she pursued him. So obviously, Simone Biles, right, gold medal Olympian, is in hot pursuit of a no-name NFL player. Why? Why? If she has all these, she's like, again, we're just talking about the actual situation, like, right? We're talking about the actual situation, like basically on celebrity Tinder or whatever the fuck it is. So my deal is like, she didn't pursued him. He ain't thinking it's real. He ain't even really tripping. And she done made aggressive. She drove to him, right? All of these things, right? So people say, oh, that's not right. That doesn't justify it. That doesn't. It's cool. But why is she so active? So anyway, let me get into the things that got this started, right? Why this conversation is really being had. This is why I say black women are problematic, right? Because I didn't even know this was an issue. I didn't know this was a thing going on. Like I thought maybe there was some detriment and some turmoil going on, right? I'm gonna tell you why Simone Biles, and I hate that I'm saying all this stuff about her not being all that because I'm not even knocking her. Actually, in this whole situation, I salute Simone Biles, right? So this is the first thing I saw that started this whole conversation. I thought something happened, right? Let's just be honest. Both this is some weird shit either way, right? This is a weird ass picture to be taken either way. But hey, if they happy, I'm happy. Right? But this is the mindset. Anytime a black woman sees another woman happily in a relationship, she's secretly waiting for the downfall of that relationship, right? Or let me say not sensible black women, but most single black women in America, most single bitter black baby mamas in America, most single, like, they do. They look and it's just, they want to wish all the bad, like, so they can just say, see, I told you. But in reality, it's just like, just be, fix your problems. You pick bad men, it is what it is. This is what she said. This happens every time when y'all attempt to make people feel bad about being concerned that a black woman is with a problematic partner because she acts unbothered. The months or years later, the concern is proven to be accurate every single time. This is the stupidest shit. It's the dumbest shit, right? It's the dumbest shit I ever heard. And this is BW logic, right? And this is why I say I warn men, be very, very careful. Because again, a lot of them can present themselves early on as sensible women, right? And then when you start getting into the inner workings, you start, picking the locks, and then like the majority of these bitches are crazy. The majority of these bitches are nuts, bro. Like, this is a man and his wife having a good time at their wedding, and some bitch sitting in her fucking apartment alone petting her cat. As for some man for $40 so she can get her kids some fucking DoorDash, is sitting here talking about how problematic men are and how this is something like, because he said that because of the clip that I showed you, right? Because of the clip I showed you, because he said that, well, nobody asked about him being a catch or whatever, and him saying that he always believes that men are the catch, right? Like, if you expect the man to be the provider, the breadwinner, the giver, like basically to be your lottery. Right? That's what most women, they want a man to be their fucking lottery ticket, right? That's if you ask most modern women what they're seeking, that's what they're looking for. So how the fuck are you the prize if you're the burden, right? Like how are you the prize if you are the thing that has to be cared for, right? That makes no fucking sense. Like if you're the bill, like nobody opens up their fucking, I don't think people open bills anywhere. Everybody gets their shit digitally, but like nobody clicks the little email with your bill. Your fucking electric bill is $1,000 this month. It's outrageous, but nobody's like, oh, great! I love fucking this electricity company because I'm spending so much. Like, no, you're the burden. How are you the fucking prize? That doesn't make any fucking sense, right? Anyway, all this shit has been going around and being said, and so this is the shit that she's posting, right? And so this person is trying to comment on somebody basically who reiterated, and actually she retweeted this whole person right here, right? There's been a lot of I didn't realize all this commentary was going on. So obviously she's happy, but let's just kind of be honest, right? Let's just kind of be honest. Fellas, 1 through 10. You know, I don't believe in the 1 through 10 rating system, right? Drop that. What do you think? Honestly, 1 through 10. If you were to give that a rating, like, because I know women always say she's beautiful, and you're just like, fellas, if you're a dude in here, give an honest rating, right? Give an honest rating. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm rocking with it. Like, and that's the thing. I be all over the place. I do, and I'm not knocking Simone, but if we're just being real about shit, like I don't, you know, we just gotta be honest about things, right? Like, we understand how this world works, right? We understand how this world works, and I'm fucking, keep it at 1K. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah, no, I'm shit. No, I don't want to pay that. I think my shit was it's close to 200 the other day, and I was like, damn, that's extremely high. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Sometimes the beholder ain't got 20/20, but sometimes the beholder got stigmatism, right? Don't need to be driving at night and shit. Sometimes the beauty needs corrective. The beholder needs corrective lenses. You feel me? You know, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm being outrageous, throwing out numbers, but right, you know, and again, y'all know me. I like the dark skinned women. I have a preference again. But we start talking about the other accessories, you know, that's gonna knock my score down a little bit. And guess what? She might be like, oh, who the fuck is this guy on the internet judging me? He's a fucking two. And guess what? I wouldn't give a damn if she thought I was, right? And that's the beauty of these things. Like, that's the beauty of opinions. Like, they're just opinions. You know what I mean? But people take them so personally and go so crazy. It's awful. But anyway, this is after he said, this is something she posted after he said that he believes that all men were the catch. You didn't see her go on the, what was it, Tierra Mowry and stuff. Have you seen how desperate which one is it, Tierra or Tamara? I don't even know which one. But have you seen how desperate she's been looking lately? Like, bitch, you too old to be posting shit you post. Like, get the fuck on. Like, you made a bad decision. You go back to your husband and shut the fuck up. Like, and I guess even don't let what one man won't do. No, obviously not. You posting these fucking pictures. You one man ain't doing it, the next one ain't doing it. Like, obviously not. Like, stop with these stupid ass sayings, right? They don't mean shit. Hold on, let me see. I got a couple other little things I'm gonna show y'all, right? Got a couple other little things I'm gonna show y'all. So this same stupid idiot, right? This same stupid idiot who posted this, right? Because they were talking about, oh, he said he didn't know. He did know who she was. He did know who she was because he was tweeting about her. Niggas, this is the same stupid, like, and this bitch who posted this shit wants to die on this hill, right? And it's funny because somebody posted, like, every time I look on somebody's page, every time I see some stupid shit on Twitter, I look on their page and it's a bitch from Atlanta. It is true. Atlanta's a terrible place. You couldn't pay me to live in that bitch, bro. I'd rather be homeless in Houston than be paid in Atlanta. This nigga talked about fucking Gabby Owens a long ass time ago, right? And this is black motherfuckers for you, right? Black woman talking about another black woman's relationship and can't tell the difference between this nigga talking about Gabby Owens and Gabby Douglas. I'm sorry, Gabby Owens. Gabby Douglas and Simone Biles. All right. So it's a situation where, like, come on, man, like, there's a lot of women out here who are so unhappy. They want to see other motherfuckers unhappy just like them, so they can say I told you so, right? It's women who go out and deliberately like ruin these things, because let's be honest, like the more attention a relationship gets outside of the attention, the worse off it is. Like I'm not a promoter of that type of shit, because the more attention that you provide to that shit, more outside opinions, the more people try to interfere with things. So again, this was the picture. This was the picture from her fucking Instagram, right? This is the same one that got retweeted and shared. This was from a couple of days, like maybe like 24 hours ago, maybe a day ago. This is what she shared. Right? Y'all talking about him. She's seen the fucking interview. You think every black motherfucking bitch probably ain't sent her a fucking speaking of that, we gotta talk about Oprah tomorrow. We're gonna probably talk about Oprah and TD Jakes tomorrow. I don't know. We're gonna talk about one or the other. I don't know. Now we're gonna date in tomorrow. We're gonna talk early, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna rant. We might take a call or two, see how this goes. But this is from our own shit, right? What the fuck LaToya Luckett over there doing, liking the shit? Obviously, she's happy. Obviously, she's good, right? But yet, we have to argue who's the catch. We're justifying this dude saying he's the catch, or we're getting mad at dude saying he's the catch. And obviously, this woman is co-signing it, right? So this is why I'm right. Because if she's co-signing it, she's not out here saying, again, she's more popular, she's more famous, she's got more money, she can do this. She could go on a rant and a rage and talk about how upset she is with her husband. And every black woman in the world goes, so yeah, he's problematic. I seen a bitch call her, what, astrology short, man. Y'all be fucking with y'all. Stop fucking these astrology hoes, dog. Y'all, I blame you niggas. All you niggas who stick your wee-wee in these weird ass astrology hoes, bro. Like, do not have sex because you're validating their existence. Stop doing that. Like, stop the bull ring bitches. If she on the bull ring, she got a bull ring, she on some bullshit. Don't have sex with these women. Relegate them to their little robot dildos and shit. Like, don't fuck these women, bro. Like, do not give male energy to them. Like, I know. Stop. Like, niggas, stop. Look, y'all gotta get right, bro. That's why we're having these dumbass conversations about the prize and all. Let's stop fucking these bitches. Just stop. Because then they go off and start saying, like, this bitch talked about, well, because of her astrology sign, this is why she has an insecure. And this bitch is retweeting and sharing it like, bro, black women don't believe, modern black women believe anything but logic. Anything but logic, bro. I'm gonna open up the line here in a second. But like I said, I got to make sure I espouse all my thoughts, right? There is no, let me show you the latest couple of things she posted, right? Just to show y'all, this is all within probably like the last 24 hours. Right. And so black women don't even want black women to have their own opinion. They'll call her a pick me and all this. This is her in a shining moment. Right. And it's great and all. Y'all think that, I mean, just come on, man. Let's be honest. So again, there's a reason she pursued. There's a reason she was attracted. There's a reason she went for what she went for, right? And I don't know her reasoning. I don't care. If she's happy, super happy. I'm super happy for her. Right? This is what she posted a couple of days ago. Right? This is still after all of the nonsense that was being posted. She's being tagged in. Right? So obviously she's aware of what's going on and hasn't said anything, right? If she is the breadwinning superstar philosopher that she is, this would be tainting her brand and all this other stuff, right? Obviously she's cool with the shit. Obviously she agrees with the shit. Obviously, and let me tell y'all something. You can feel however you want to feel about it. And this is the point ultimately. And any woman who says differently is being dishonest with herself. If the woman is not more interested in the man than the man is in the woman, the relationship will not work. period. The relationship will not work. Women are fickle creatures. Women, their attention spans are different, right? Once a woman loses interest or respect, right, there's no getting it back. Like, men love differently, they operate differently. They can forgive women in ways that women could never forgive men. I know we talked about cheating and all this. A woman will forgive a man who cheats because she still sees a higher level of value in that man, right? Um, that's why, again, there's certain things that if she didn't, if she was like, oh, this nigga's worse, this nigga ain't shit, and he's out there, yeah, she's gonna leave him. She's gonna feel like, it's not worthwhile. But anytime a woman feels like she's more interesting or she's just more this, that, or third, and which 99 times is usually a lot of conflated BS, right? A lot of stuff that you ask her what makes sure that she doesn't have a real answer for it. She'll feel like she's better than a man. Anytime a woman feels like she's better than a man, she's moving on, she's gonna look forward to the next thing, right? So obviously, clearly, Simone Biles feels that Jonathan Owens is the prize, the catch, or whatever. She's more than happy, right? In their situation. So who am I? Just a nigga on the internet with opinions. But again, it's clearly obvious that she's okay with it and it's her relationship. And if she's okay with it, then again, there's nothing else, there's nothing else to it. You see, now y'all in here talking about some goddamn astrology. See, this is why I can't be on. Oh, I'm not. Y'all can't sell me no astrology. Y'all can't sell me the Sunday horoscopes. Um, None of it. I ain't buying none of that. You feel me? If it applies and it works for y'all, cool. I refuse. Right? Very interesting. Um, I refuse. So here is the deal. I have ranted. I didn't realize I was ranting so long. I'm gonna open the line for a little bit. So first, I want to say Merry Christmas or Happy Eve, whatever. Y'all know I don't really celebrate the shit. So whatever you celebrate, Festivus, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. whatever. What is it? Is it Saturnalia? No, that's I think that's the Valentine's Day. But whatever y'all are into. Um, I'm feeling extra grease. It's extra chicken grease. Look, I gotta get into. I ain't got all the way into it yet. I ain't accept. Look, like I told y'all, I gotta see. Right, I'm still learning. Right, I still gotta shake other beliefs. We'll see till I see the science. Um, but I I look at it like this, right? I look at it like this. Ultimately, we can say whatever we want to, men, women, particular, who's catch, whatever. In this situation, I think the relationship dynamic shows. I'm gonna show y'all something. Well, something I talk about, and I'm not even gonna bring it all the way up, honestly. I'm gonna show y'all a picture. I'm gonna see who gets it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Right? And it's an important thing to pay attention to. Right? Oh, damn, I ain't want to do that. My bad. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I've mentioned a lot of things around here. Right? I've mentioned a lot of things. And all you got to do is just, use your mind. Right? And use your mind. I've told y'all that women hate a man with options. If there's nothing more that women hate, especially women who've been in relationships who've been burned or whatever you want to call it, like they hate a man with options. Like, no. That's a party foul, right? So I don't have to say anything more. If you understand the picture, you understand the picture to its full context. So give me a second. I'm gonna open up the line. Let me see. Let me get some things going here. So I'm trying to think. What y'all want to do, man? Do y'all want to? Y'all want an early den tomorrow? We could do something early. We could do like a day den. Y'all be doing all that Christmas. I ain't gonna be doing that Christmas. I said, if I ain't gotta work, shit, even if I do, when I get off, we can do something. Then it's, so I don't think I do. All right. Let us. Yeah, I'll be honest, we might. We'll see. We'll see how long. I don't tap out on y'all too much. Do. There you go. That's the number. 866-315 then 9. On the Denline. 866-315 then 9. Text me call. We'll discuss. um. I'm just like I said. I mean, if you disagree, I need someone to explain to me how and why and what universe that you know Simone Biles is the catch. Right? I'm curious. All right, what's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den line this evening? Says I'm not. Let me make sure I ain't got you. Ain't got you wrong. I don't know why all this shit in the. All right, there we go. All right, Mr. Solis, how you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing all right, bro.
So, Mr. Solis, you feel as though the tables are the other way around. That
My point of view, okay, like I said, she's just more successful overall, right? So when they both retire or whatever, she's still gonna have endorsement deals and shit like that. She's still gonna be having the name buzz, right? She's like a bigger name than him. So she will be giving him more plays later down the future maybe to have more opportunities to go into other shit. Other than that, I don't really give a fuck about this. Like, because again, I'm sexist as hell, dude. I don't believe in cooking. I'm very traditional. I mean, my bitch is cooking food right now. I'm not gonna cook no fucking food. Most I do is put some cookies in the oven and turn on the oven. Like, I pay the bills in my house. She has 2 degrees, and she's successful. Like, educationally speaking, right, she's more successful to me. So, but she's not paying the bills in the house because I don't really believe in that.
so, but also,
So,
but again, if you are the education is good, right? But if you're still being the breadwinner, who's winning in the situation?
shit, we both are, bro. Shit, that's how I like because so this is again, my whole thought process of her with being successful had nothing to do with him because look, he's in the 1% club. He's making millions of dollars. He's making above 6 figures. He's gonna be well off. But I'm just saying that he's more secured being with her than being without her. If that makes
So
sense.
that's not his money. It's her money. He's got his own money.
They're together. They're together. They're married. It's both their money. I don't think well, first of all, I don't think he's on a prenup. So, and she's got more money, so he's winning there anyways. So, I mean, he's playing the game smart if that's the idea or plan. So, but that's both their money now combined. So, because the NFL does fuck over players. I think he does. He's been in the league 5 years, but only played 3, so he does get the vet minimum. Of health insurance and shit like that, but only that's 5 years, bro. Once you get out the league, and not to mention, 60% of NFL players after they retire go into financial struggle. So
Okay.
he is more set up to succeed, I think, than most average NFL players.
Okay. So let's take all the money out of this because the money and the careers and these things don't truly matter. Because again, if her status was being so high, why is she the aggressive pursuer in the situation?
If she knows what she wants, like again, right? She could be more straightforward, more I wouldn't be surprised if there's stories about her as being, quote unquote rude or straightforward or whatever, because she seems like that type of person. So who knows what she was doing on whatever app before she met the guy. But they seem to have clicked and connected to each other. Now, looks wise, she's not unfuckable. Is she the best thing out there? No. But damn it, if motherfuckers will fuck fat bitches that don't look good at all, there's dudes out here that will fuck her. There's definitely millionaires or athletes that will still fuck her.
Oh, bro, no. There's dudes out there that will fuck her, right? But if you're a millionaire dude and you're like, I got money, I'm not hurting. I could go shoot my shot and trying to fuck a woman kind of like Simone Biles, or I could just go pay a high class escort who with a build a body. I could go build a bitch for all I care. I got the money to do it, right? Like, why wouldn't I go build something and fuck something I want? If I'm a dude with that kind of money, that's what I'm gonna do, right? Then again, I'm not knocking it. That may be his taste, it may be his preference. I'm just saying on the traditional scale of attractiveness and the traditional American Western sense, Simone's not it. He may find her to be a 10 out of 10, and if so, I hope so, right? I hope that it's truly beautiful love. I truly do hope that. But in reality, in most people's preference that we've been kind of pinned to here in the West, she's not, right? And that's just that. So again, as a dude with money, if we're talking about looks or any of that, he's not. I don't see how he won. Again, he's a dude with money. He's the millionaire. Again, bitches gonna throw the, bro. Like bitches gonna just because he says he plays in the NFL, bitches gonna throw fucking pussy at him.
Listen,
Right?
if Serena Williams could get wiped up and people make fun of her looks all the time, I assure you that if they were to divorce, Simone Biles could find her another $1 million man. Is all I'm saying.
What is Serena's net worth, and who does Serena get married to?
Oh, net worth is still double digits in the millions.
Her husband, who she got married to, what's his net worth?
Oh, maybe let's see, triple millions. Then he sold Reddit.
Right. And so, but again, right? I've never heard Serena.
Okay.
I've never heard.
So hold on. What about the Shakira Robinson girl? If he was with her, she's got substantially lower money now.
If he's with who?
No, Shakira Richardson girl. Yeah, the track runner.
Yeah. What about her? She's hideous. I mean,
yeah, it was still average, still around the same par as Simeon Biles as far as
no, not even
right?
close. No, Simone Biles is a bigger star than Shakira. Shakira is still a hype machine. Like Shakira was a bunch of hype, got blew out on the big stage, fucked off on the big stage, and she came back and won a couple of races, but she hasn't done anything Olympic. I wouldn't put her.
She has a larger pool probably than Simeon Biles in terms of athletes or people that would mess with her.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think so?
Look, you think you look at what she, quote unquote represents. She has a.
She probably got more women motherfuckers who like. Come on, quick poll in the chat, fellas. Simone Biles or Shakira Richardson. If there's the last two women on earth, you got to be dealing with one of them. Simone Biles or Shakira Richardson. Who are y'all going with? Oh, right. Yeah, I can't. Ain't no. I got to disagree on the Shakira, right?
Now there's still people that will go after her, man. This is what I'm saying. There's athletes that will still get with her, date her, do whatever. I mean,
there's people who like various shades of the rainbow flag, so I'm assuming that they will. So I mean, there's people who do things with things we still haven't quite understood what are, right? And so I mean, yeah, there's always somebody who will do it, but if we're talking about the quality of the selection, right?
So you don't think that, like, personality-wise, I guess excluding the money, that she wouldn't be a high-class individual, even if she had a high education?
That Simone will be high class.
You don't think so? If like, does it based on looks, or is it based off where your background is in terms of like, are you coming from a wealthy family? Are you educated? Are you coming from a poor family and educated? Are you uneducated?
If
I think that all varies. That all matters in being a high value person. I think in today's society, like you can't just go off looks alone.
I mean, but this is what I'm saying.
There's Instagram models that are fucking nuts, and just
Yeah.
because they look good doesn't mean they're winning good either. Though.
Yeah, but
That's
I mean,
the thing.
but here's the thing, bro. Like you got to think about it. In the situation where the traditional role, like you said, most motherfuckers are having to take care of somebody. As a man is taking care of the bills and doing these things, right? And so if you're going to be having to take care of something, or you're going to have to buy something that's going to be a long-term fucking bill, like you're at least going to want something you frequently want to stick your wee-wee in, right? Like you don't want to look at something, she's smart. You know, sitting there all soft and shit. Like that's not how men are going to operate. Like men are thinking procreate, right? So you're going to want to procreate with something that that you're attracted to. And unfortunately, as many people claim to be sapiosexual, that aren't, but that you can't see the brain, right? You can't see it's not, you're not getting your rocks off to a brain. So it's like she could be the nicest, most pleasant. I'm sure there's some amazingly smart women in the world that got cobweb coochies.
Like Sibby and Bell right now that have 8 kids with 5 different dudes.
Yeah.
You can't. So come on, man. So there's obviously people willing to stick your dick in and procreate with her.
But it doesn't. It's not quality. Like it again, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, look, there's always motherfuckers who will do it. Like
about quality. You can't tell me about quality when Jay-Z was still out there cheating on Beyonce. And some people said Beyonce.
Like the only people who place this value on beauty is women, because that's what they bring to the table. Like Beyonce, and I don't even think Beyonce's the finest woman. She's attractive, but there's better looking women than Beyonce. Like women go, no, she's better than Beyonce. No, take all this makeup and this bullshit off of you bitches. Then let's have a conversation. Then let's have a real conversation. Like, the women,
though, right?
What?
Even though he's ugly, so we look at Jay-Z. Even though like he's butt face ugly, like there's
it doesn't matter what a dude looks like.
Yeah, exactly, because he has the power of money. Like he's still. So it does play a huge difference between the men and women dynamic in terms of how a man has power. A man doesn't have to look as good as a woman to be wanted, per se. So yeah,
shouldn't be,
but
you shouldn't have to.
Yeah, I'm not saying like it should, nothing like that. But I'm just saying, in terms of success, I was thinking that she is probably more of a catch. But other than that, like if the whole dude look like he doing everything, anyways. Like they look happy, so I mean, there's nothing really to cap on or tarnish. Like the dude is like, just because he's an average NFL player doesn't mean like he's a fucking scrub. Like,
but that's what I'm saying.
In NFL, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if dude's nothing like the last out or like, oh yeah, he's a beta guy. Nah, he's probably got shit on lock too. But I'm just saying, I think his future is more secure just being with her in general.
I think that I don't think that most men are looking at a woman for their security in their future. So that's why, like, I think that's the opposite perspective of it. Like, that's why I think the women are looking like, well, that's why they're looking at the money and the fame and all. Like, to me, none of that matters, right? Because again, you see famous. Look at Halle Berry. Like, I use Halle Berry all the time, right? Halle Berry got money. Halle Berry is considered to be an attractive woman. Halle Berry can't keep a man for shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's been divorced a bunch of times, niggas beating on her and shit. Like, she's obviously a bad decision maker, right? And so, like, again, none of that matters.
You don't need to smart up the series.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So none of this matters. Like, the women automatically think looks are okay. And then women think women who can do makeup very well, because a lot of women, you wipe all that makeup, they're ugly underneath. And that's why I say I honestly prefer a woman without makeup. I'd like to see you at your raw, most just natural. Like, let me see what the fuck I'm really getting into. And then let me decide if that's what I want to deal with. Like, all this painted clown face, crusted the crown looking bitches, like, bitch think because the bitch can do a makeup, I'm so pretty, like, we should like it. Man, fuck that bitch. She's a talented artist. Now, go get a job as a makeup artist. It'll make you look good, you know? It's just, I don't think the looks matter. Like, I mean, I'm not saying they don't matter to a man, because a man who has to deal with it doesn't matter. But again, if we're just talking comparison minus the fame and fortune, because that's not a thing, I mean, the action shows that she's pursued. He came out and made this statement. If she was upset with it, again, she'd have said something. She ain't done nothing but repost pictures of they marriage and her happiness and all of this. It's people still trying to tear it down. So all I'm saying is I think that she agrees. Because if she didn't, trust me, and if she is a straightforward person, like you say,
very traditional.
but
She probably believes in like traditional values, just the way like she's just going about it. She's probably very traditional. She probably agrees with a lot of what he says. Like he probably takes the lead. He probably does a lot of shit that men should probably do, and she's just sitting back being cool.
and
Like,
so and if that is the case, then that's
there's
why.
nothing to harp on like the actual relationship. Like when you had brought the question up, and I know everybody's probably, oh, he's a sip, whatever. I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking of it again, like a buddy financial perspective. I'm not thinking of it in any other way. Like you're secured. I would see that more of the catcher, I guess, in my mind, right? If I'm looking for, I guess, the mate or the mate I have, I value some things a little bit more just because I've been around lower level people, so I just don't like idiots. Like, you can look good, but I don't, if you ain't got nothing to really talk about, bitch, I don't really want to fuck with you because you're just another dumb bitch. And that's just easy to me then. Another one of the fish in the sea. But you never know because, again, he's not he's I would say, well above average guy in all terms of the standard, right? So there must be something that caught his eye, or he must have thought differently, for him to be in the position he's in, to even be married to the chick, because they were together for like 3 years. Like he was in Houston, and they were going out, so like 3 years before they got married, 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously something clicked to him to where he thought like, hey.
Yeah, no, and he said all that in the video. He talked about her being a good woman and how she spoke life into him and how she's motivated him and all those things. And I'm not knocking all that. And that's where the value truly lies, right? That's where the value lies. But a person doesn't speak life into somebody that they don't believe in, like they don't see a vision in, that they don't see, something in. And he talked about that. But then all women took away from the whole interview was, oh, he said that he's the catch, that he believes all men are the catch. Obviously, she felt the same way, and so she went and got on her Wile E. Coyote and went and caught the Roadrunner.
Because half these women ain't getting dick anyways. They're fucking rubbing their foot themselves. So
And so that's what I'm saying.
We live at a very different time, though, Honcho, where it's all about, feelings and empowerment. They get everybody feel safe. Like, again, you cannot support the nuclear family and be shown positivity. Like what you just showed us in here, it was all positive shit. Like it was really nothing crazy to really talk about besides the topic at hand, right? But look at this, right? We see a woman supporting her man, and we see woman bringing her down, right? And this is a cultural thing, or like not a cultural thing in terms of just like black people. This is an American cultural thing of taking down the nuclear family. People don't want to see a strong man and strong woman together.
Who do you think is leading the charge against the nuclear family? Who is the main group of people that wouldn't want to see that?
This shit's happened ever since 2012. Ever since the inception of Instagram, bro. The negativity shit has slowly been plotting. We're going through a culture shift socially, and people are just now waking up or seeing it. Like certain people, there's a reason why rap's declining. There's a reason why certain people are going more towards traditional values. There's a reason why people like my age not necessarily going to give a pad to their fucking kid just because it distracts them. There's a lot of weird shit happening, man. It's just there's nothing wrong. Like, it's just funny how we're talking about this, but this is really just showing us like the destruction of the nuclear family, bro. That when you have a strong man and strong woman loving and showing together, that shit's not cool. That shit just showed that it's not cool to be strong and loving. It's cool to be toxic. People would rather see Krishan Rock and Blueface fucking duke it out while she takes a shit on the toilet than to see an interview of people just being happy. And probably people thought it was weird for people to be just genuinely happy in love. That's probably why people thought the interview was weird, because they're not used to it. They're not exposed to actual real shit, right?
Because the real shit don't even all those opinions and all that shit. Like that shit is strong. The shit I'm saying here, some random nigga that doesn't matter if they don't care because I don't have any impact on their relationship. That's why all the shit she's retweeting and sharing the shit, and there's been a bunch of other things as well. That she's been sharing. Like I said, I'm just giving y'all a small glimpse of it. That shows that she's obviously not bothered by this shit. So I don't understand why other women are so bothered for her. Right? That's just kind of my whole angle with it. Like I don't
They
understand
don't have
why.
what she has again, though. It's taboo for her to see a man and wife together, not a baby daddy and baby mama, and to be interviewed and stuff. There's, it's weird to see that to people. People don't assume the concept of marriage. People, we live in a generation or type where people want baby daddy, baby mama. That's the cool thing to do. Like, oh, I got a baby daddy. Oh, I got a baby mama. That shit's fucking retarded, bro. That shit ain't nothing but destruction.
Being in a relationship is slavery these days. People would rather get cheated on or get fucked around with a bunch of other individuals just to say they're not in a relationship than to be with one individual who might possibly be a bad person, right? But that's just kind of how it is. And I understand it and I get it. And again, so
But
let me
yeah,
just
man, I'm gonna let someone else go real quick.
okay.
I've been on the line long enough.
That's good. All right. I appreciate that, Mr. Solis. So I thank you for calling in and Mr. Your points this evening.
No problem, man.
So this is kind of what I'm gonna do, right? Take one more call. I'm gonna show y'all some stuff, and then I might call a little rap a little. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little tired. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got called into the Denline this evening? Oh man, hold up, my man, I almost wronged you, Mr. Man Up. What's the motherfucking deal? How you doing today, Mr. Man Up?
I can't complain. I know you say you don't really celebrate Christmas, but how's the holiday going, man?
Pretty good, no complaints. Texas got their ass handed to them. I don't want to talk about it no more, but other than that, everything else is good. No complaints.
Hey, at least they put up a fight at the end, but yeah. All right. Now, I want to go ahead and answer a couple of your questions, man.
Okay.
You said who I prefer, Simone Biles or Shakara Richardson. At least Simone Biles has a husband. At least she supported her husband. And a lot of people don't seem to realize Simone Biles was sitting in that interview right there with them. And if she had a problem with it, I would think she would say something right then and there. So apparently she didn't have a problem with it.
See, but now people are saying that she's pressured. She's under duress. She's stressed out, and they've assessed her. All these silent online psychotherapists have assessed her situation from watching the interview. That she's obviously getting abused or some kind of problematic situation, some kind of craziness. This is where they've taken it because they, we already know how that.
And then you said, you said something about what order do he look at? A woman's smile or something like that you said. I forgot how you worded it. But a smile is nowhere near the first thing a man look at when he's looking at a woman. So let's cut that nonsense out. A smile is not the first thing he looks at. And then obviously she thought he was the catch and she would have pursued him. So she didn't deny it. So obviously he is the catch. And if y'all want to talk about she got all this money, well, she got more money than him. Well, she went and got a man who makes less money. So what are y'all complaining about? And then, like y'all said, this man played in the NFL. He's making good money right now. Now, and then a lot of people are saying that how you don't know who she is. I didn't even know who she was, and she's from my hometown. I didn't even know who she was. Only way I knew who she was because I forgot what game that was. That Jonathan Owens had a great game. He went into the stands. He gave her a kiss, and then at the end of the game, they was interviewing him, and she was right there with him. That's when I found out who she was. And then I really found out who she was when that year that she was in the Olympics and she kind of dropped out because she had some kind of mental breakdown or whatever the case was, something like that. I didn't even know who she was, and I'm from Houston, so is she. So So what? We supposed to know who she is because she got all these accolades? I can tell you. I can ask you a question right now, live on screen. I want people to put this in the chat without even looking it up. Who was the second man to ever walk on the moon? I bet you nobody ever been able to tell me without looking it up.
That was the first. I don't even think he did.
See what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Just because you got all these accolades, I ain't gotta know who you are. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And then you said it plenty of times yourself, Anjo. That's their relationship. They're happy. She was sitting right there. She heard him say it. She didn't say anything. Who cares? And he didn't say nothing disrespectful. Just because he didn't know who she was, they want to say that disrespectful. Come on, man. Come on now. Just because she's in the world-known gymnast or whatever does not mean I'm supposed to know who you are. There's a lot of singers and actors out there, rappers and all that. I be asking my wife, I said, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? I don't know. Don't care. They ain't paying my bills. So why should I care who they are? And why y'all are upset? This is their relationship. Who gives a fuck? Sorry, excuse my language, but who cares?
Good. Yeah, exactly.
Who cares? That's their relationship. If she, like you said, this woman is cock strong. So I'm pretty sure she can, you know what I'm saying, she in some kind of trouble, she'll get her some punches in now. She's a gymnast, so she got some moves now. Come on now. So I'm trying to figure out what is the point? Why is all these women upset? Is they mad because she got her husband and they don't? She's in a relationship and y'all not, or probably in a bad relationship with 5 baby daddies, and she, you know what I'm saying? She's successful in hers.
See, and that's but that's the thing, though. I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's why I say, like in this situation, and I'm scrolling through some tweets while you're talking, so people can see what's going on. If y'all see this, and it's mainly black women and gay black men with a lot of shit to say, right? And it's kind of the thing with the gay black men thing, and it's a double standard because if you speak on a gay black man, you're a straight man, what he was talking about. But it's just like this freedom to speak on, to tell black women who you don't necessarily even deal with, who I don't think you have their best interest in mind anyway, how they should be dealing with straight men. Like that's a weird thing to me. But one of these statements says, 2 of the greatest athletes of all time that happen to be black women. Now that's a better phrasing because to sit here and say that the 2 black women are the greatest athletes of all time would be disingenuous. Maybe as a gymnast, but even Serena told you that she can't beat no man. She came out and said, she's like, I don't want to play against no man. I don't want to it's the people who speak for these people who make them look bad, right? Like Serena knows in her mind, she plays the game. She's like, I can't beat a man. I can't beat the best of men. Like, y'all stop speaking for me. It was the same shit when people were saying that dumb shit about, Ronda Rousey and all this stuff. The biology exists, right? It's a thing. But again, it's the people who are complaining are the most miserable segments of our society. And this woman is clearly happy because the relationship is going to be give and take. It's going to be trade-offs for it to be successful. And she's willing to make those necessary trade-offs. Like she said, she was sitting right there. If there was an issue, you know what I'm saying, she would address it right there. If there was an issue, she had plenty of time on social media to address it since. But yet you got all these people still speaking for her. She's come out multiple times since then, posting various pictures showing that she's obviously happy and wonder why y'all even making a fucking big deal about it. But again, but the thing is, I'm going to say is that the reason why it is mainly gay black men and black women is because who are the only people that would utter a statement like black women are goddesses?
Nobody.
Right? So these are the same people who feel like black men should be subservient to black women in every single way because of the quote unquote patriarchy. Right? And so anytime think about it, anytime you mention a black man feeling like he's in a better position than a black woman, the whole internet goes fucking crazy. When a black man knows his wealth and knows his value, the internet goes crazy. Let's talk about KS for a second. I'm not even the biggest KS fan. When KS, he didn't do anything, he never said anything about attacking black women, beat black women up, do this, do that, do none of that shit, right? All he said was men have a higher standard for yourself, date better women, right? That was pretty much the message. And he exposed to why these women were problematic live. They called it, he showed, he gave examples of what he said. Wasn't bashing anybody, wasn't necessarily, he was just pointing out habits. He pointed out traits. And because certain people assign themselves those traits, they feel like they're one with those traits. They danced and celebrated about this man's death, right? They threw a party on this man's death. Now, the motherfuckers who knock you swear they killing everybody, shooting everybody. You don't do that. You don't do that much for them, right? The motherfucker you swear shooting the police, they're killing everybody in the hood, and they're doing all. And then something happened to that. If something happens, y'all ain't celebrate that much. When Derek Chauvin went to jail, neither I care neither here nor there. But like when a man says that he feels like he's better than the bare minimum that a woman brings to the table, he's the biggest piece of shit on earth. He's the biggest black man. He's the biggest scumbag on earth. And what it is that there's this mass belief that black men should fall to the feet of black women and just do whatever the fuck they say. When that's been the most detrimental shit that has happened to the black community ever. Right? That's why we are in the shambles that we are now. It's an interracial, it's an interrace race problem. This is what this is. If Jonathan Owens was a white man, we wouldn't be having this conversation. They'd agree with me. They'd be like, oh, I understand why he doesn't know who she is. It's because she's black and a quote unquote celebrity. He's been black. He needs to know who she is, or he's not invited to the cookout.
Because I don't pay attention to the Olympics, first of all, that much. I might catch a glimpse here or there. Then I definitely don't pay attention to gymnastics. So how would I know who she is? You see what I'm saying? And she's from my hometown, and I still don't know who she is. Come on, man. I only found out because of at that time, her boyfriend. But another thing, she did exactly what I say all the time. At least she went and got her a man. She didn't wait for a man to come to her. She went and got her man. So that's another thing that they are upset about. Oh, she went and chased him. And that's what she wanted to do. That's what she wanted to do. That is her business. Only people that's talking crap are those that are in horrible relationships or they ain't in one at all and trying to find one. Those are the only people that's talking crap. You don't see Beyonce coming out saying something. You didn't see Sierra. I mean, and I'm naming these people for a reason, but you don't see these people that are in great relationships or what we think they're in great relationships. I mean, let me word it like that. You don't see them saying anything. You see people that you don't even know. Oh, but she did. No, shut the fuck up and go get you a man. Go get you a family. She got a man. You don't. Or you probably in a horrible relationship. Because if you was in a good relationship, you wouldn't have time to be sitting up here talking crap. You'd be, you know what I'm saying, dealing with what you got going on. You see what I'm saying? Now, and I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you with putting all this posts on the screen.
I'm just scrolling. If y'all look at if y'all look at the faces of the pictures, it's the same old same. It's again. Y'all think this woman right here on the picture? You think this woman right here is in a happy relationship? Look at her. Look at it, and I hate to say judge a book by its cover. Look at this. This is miserable. She's probably got some kind of weird celebrity fetish, and this is her whole life. Like, it's a lot of women living vicariously through celebrity relationships in America, right? And it's weird. It's like, you got to stop that. A lot of black women are doing this. And again, Simone don't give a fuck about you. Y'all done made all these statements and racial because y'all done had miserable relationships. And she talking about motherfucker here talking about, oh, he's intimidated by her. If he was intimidated by her, he wouldn't have married the bitch. Like, and again, let me not call her bitch, but like you said, I'm getting annoyed at these women because of that shit. Like, it's the dumb shit, right? Right. Look again, another gay man talking about, look at him. And you can look at it clearly, obviously gay. Again, talking about straight relationship. Now, if you venture into that realm, then you know you're a bigot and all that other stuff. Come on, bro. Like this man has nothing to do with nobody's relationship. Like that, your opinion is invalid, right? Again, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what she's talking about, but she made
I
this
like
all
her
up.
videos. I see her videos a lot. She be on some real shit.
Yeah, she looked like she's saying something sensible. That's why I say I don't know what she on, so I ain't gonna hate. Because again, like it's a wild deal, bro. Like again, it's only right. Again, like it's only black women that do this, right? And again, it's the reason why they're the least married. It's the reason why we have the problems that we have.
Yep.
Look at this. Look at this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, like I said this too. I said this plenty of time before because I've always asked this. I said, how come women will go get anything on earth? They get anything they want besides going to go get a man. Simone Biles went and did that, and she's happy. So what are you complaining for? If she didn't like that, I'm pretty sure she would have said something at that moment, or she would, like you just showed all those posts where she retweeting her marriage or happiness and all that. Hey, I'm pretty sure she would have came out and said, okay, I feel disrespected, blah, blah, blah. But she didn't say none of that. She's happy. She's reposting her wedding, her smiles, and all that stuff. So what are you talking about? That's all I'm saying. What are you talking about? She's happy, so who cares? So obviously she thought he was the prize. She went and chased him. She drove 45 minutes to go see him, to go meet with him, and they've been together ever since. So obviously she thought he was the prize. So, and in my personal opinion, I don't think a man or a woman is the prize. I think the relationship is the prize. And if you decide to have a family, I think that family is the prize. That's just my personal opinion. So, so these days, I don't think people know the definition of a prize. It's something you work hard for to go and get. You know what I'm saying? Just like winning a Super Bowl trophy or, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Becoming a champion. You worked hard to go get it. You know what I'm saying? And these days, you ain't got to work hard to go get a woman. You don't have to. It's easy to get a woman these days. Now, when I was growing up, man, you had to put on some blood, sweat, and tears just to get a woman to hold your hand. Now, I got to do is just tell you you're beautiful, and the next thing you know, you're in my bed. That's all it takes these days. So, I'm sorry. Until women go back to being like that, to where a man has to really work hard to get you, no, you can't tell me you're a prize, because that's not the definition of a prize. So that's nonsense. That's why I say the relationship and or the family. And this is coming from a married man who's been ready to celebrate his 16th wedding anniversary in about a couple of weeks.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
So yeah, and y'all seen my wife before. If y'all know me in the den, y'all seen my wife. She was on the den before. You can, Huncho can attest to that. So now what? So and because of all the work me and my wife put in together for this marriage, the family is the prize. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm sorry. I can't say, but if he said it and he feels that way and she didn't disagree with it or nothing, who are we? That's all I'm saying. Who are we?
That's my whole point of view. If they are happy, right? And again, it's the biggest people to complain are people who are the least likely to ever be involved in a long-term relationship. The biggest ones complaining, right? And again, usually come from the most turmoil. It's between that man and that woman. And again, most women don't believe in, a contract requires two parties to make negotiations, right? And a marriage is a contract at this point in time. And you have to know when you come to the table what you will and won't concede, right? Most women don't feel like, most black women don't feel like they should have to concede anything, right? They're the ones that take me as I am, not that, hey, I know I got problems that I need to work on so I can be a better, partner for somebody, or I can be a better companion to somebody, or whatever the fuck it is. Take me as I am, deal with all my problems, my burdens, my bullshit, and additional kids and everything else. And I'm the problem. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
That's what I'm saying. No, like I just said, you're talking to a man that's been like, 2.5 weeks. I've been going to celebrate my 16th wedding anniversary. My daughter's 13. Y'all seen my daughter before. Y'all seen my wife before. On the den, plenty of times. So, don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here right now telling you, man or woman, if this is my opinion, I know everybody has their own, and that's fine. Man or woman is not the prize, the relationship and or marriage and or family. If you have one, it's your choice. But that's the prize, because you have to work hard to earn that. That's what a prize is. Just like I said, if you win the NBA championship, the Super Bowl, the World Series, whatever, you had to put in some blood, sweat, tears, some broken bones. You know what I'm saying, to earn that. And that's what the prize really is. But if he feels that way and she did not deny it, then who are we to say anything? It'd be the same thing when women sit here talking about they're the prize.
Right. When
You know what I'm saying?
when
Women say they the prize all the time.
yeah,
So
when he say something
and
like
I
that,
don't
he's
see
insecure.
and that's another thing. Why how can he be insecure? You know, he seems happy, seems. You know what I'm saying? Of course we don't know what's going on behind closed doors, so we can only go by what we see. He seems happy. So
They don't care about his happiness. They don't give a shit about if he happy or not. They just want to, have something to complain about. Like I say, but then once the new year roll around, they'll be over it, right? It's just they mad because they got to deal with their own children on Christmas break. They used to send them off to the babysitters and shit. They mad, they frustrated. Wish I had a man in the house so I ain't got to deal with my own kids. They mad because they ain't got no nigga for the holidays and all that other shit. So they want to shit on somebody else's relationship. That's why, like again, because most of these women ain't never had to concede. They've only listened to other women tell them about what you get, take. And then they realize, like, as the quality of men that deal with them has declined, and they wonder why it has to be the man's fault. It has to be men's problem because they're realizing that they are valuable. Shame on them for realizing that they have some worth as well, right? Black girl magic, but you're insecure. Crazy shit, right?
yeah,
Like
if you feel good about yourself, that's a problem.
Yeah,
She can feel
imagine.
good about herself. That's empowerment. Man, get that out of here.
Yeah. The
Look,
worst.
I'm not gonna hold you on too much longer, Hunter. I know you gotta do your thing, but I just wanted to come on in and say that, man. I just put it like this: if they're happy, who are we? The same as that. Whether you agree with it or disagree with it, they're happy. So, and Simone Biles seems to be reposting stuff saying that she's happy, she's okay, and talking about, y'all done yet? I saw you with that poster on there. Y'all hoes done yet? That was funny. I was sitting laughing at that one. But yeah, so that's all I got to say, man. But I appreciate you taking my call, man. You got to do your thing.
Shout out to Mr. Man. I appreciate you calling in, sir. And again, happy future anniversary, sir.
I appreciate you. I'll let you.
Appreciate it. All right. So we'll wrap it up on that one. I'm going to just say one more thing before we get up out of here. I was almost scrolling down some more shit. I know it's one more call to take, but I've tapped out on y'all, I promise. So what we're going to do is I'm going to call a wrap on this. But I almost scrolled into some terrible stuff. I'll tell you, there's terrible things on Twitter, that there's bad stuff that happens on Twitter. I almost scrolled when I'm not paying attention. I almost scrolled some terrible stuff that would have definitely got this stream canceled. And then the other thing is black women in the internet have done more to try to damage black men's self-esteem and progress than the white man has done since the inception of slavery. Prove me wrong. Prove me fucking wrong. Bro, like if you have confidence as a black man on the internet, you're a homosexual, you're a cheater, you're a this, you're that. There's nothing good about you. You gotta be the bad guy, right? You stand on your like they'll believe a bitch that run out here and lie and say all kind of shit before, a bitch with a sketchy past, right? Sketchy character, but it has to be. And think about it, every time we talk about someone, well, what did he do? He had there's no situation when you're talking to a woman, especially a black woman, where a black man can ever be in the right? And so I say this, right? And this is coming from the guy who used to tell y'all, hey, I date with the race, I believe in, whatever. Man, look, bro, go where you're treated best, right? Especially as a black, as a Western man. This applies to all of us. A man in America applies to all of us, but as a black man in America, especially, hear me out, go where you're treated best, right? Because the modern black woman is not your best option for most of it. If you're a hood rat ass, you're a hood ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? And we all got a little bit but if you're primarily, if you like mostly hood, then yeah, keep fucking them hoes. We want you to. Yeah, you keep doing that. But for the most part, like dating a modern black woman is not advisable. Now, I'm not even talking about the hood rats. Like, there's a lot of educated ones too that are brainwashed. They believe their own bullshit. Like, it's just like I showed you. I could break down some of the shit that was being said on some of the shit. You got a lot of these punk ass niggas who think it's gonna give us a pussy. Well, yeah, how did her land look? Bitch, like if the motherfucker ain't confident, right? Like, imagine having to be a nigga that had to go to war and do all these other things and feel like you have to be insecure around your wife. Like, imagine being a man that's been like, and sitting here saying this nigga go out on the field and he's one of the best football players in the world, right? Because if you're on the NFL team, it's a very short list. You're not saying you got to be a starter, you're still one of the best. If you're in the pros, you're still one of the best to do it, right? Like, and I get it. Not Gabby or Simone, she's a great, she got gold medals and all that shit. Man, she's doing a bunch of fucking flips, bro. She's competing on style points, right? You're not going to war. You're not out there. Like, if you fuck up, you fuck up. She had the breakdown mentally a couple of years ago because she couldn't do a couple of cartwheels, like on some shit she chose to do, right? Like and so again, that's what I was talking about, her career dwindling because she had the little mental breakdown shit not that long ago, right? And then it was like, yeah, she quit on the team or did something. I don't remember. It might have been her or Gabby. Like I was telling, I can't even tell. I couldn't tell you the difference between Gabby and Simone for a minute. So it's just like I thought they cloned the motherfucking ass. They cloned Simone. So like all this shit, like it's with black women that just feel like you have to worship every movement that they make. Bro, look, that's cool. She did something like I don't know how many fucking records I heard she got to go. Like I don't give a fuck. Like again. The only shit that go hard to me in the gym, that like I like the little flippy rings. We'll see when they be going back and forth. The little horse thing is cool too. When they be doing, but like in no way, form, or fashion do I think that I don't think you're more interesting. I'd rather watch. I don't even like college football like that. I'd rather watch a college football game, right? Like you're not in competition. It's almost like the same thing when I talk about like track runners. Like yeah, you're in competition because motherfuckers are regular, but you're not impacting the motherfuckers. Like somebody ain't finna come out and spear your ass. Somebody's not. Like trying to directly deflect from you being able to do your job, right? Like, so yeah, I get it. It's a tough job, cool. Gold medals are neat and nice. And I'm not undermining that. Show out once every fucking 4 years. You better go hard if you're training for every 4 years for some one thing. Anyway, y'all can say what y'all want to say about it. And we can talk about the money. I don't think the money matters, right? Because if it was a matter of him having more money, and again, they would be all, yeah, you used to catch up. Yeah. Like I just like I say, the female logic to me is just it's bamboozling, right? But here's the deal. Discord, I'm gonna put the Discord link in there. We can keep the conversation going for a little bit. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be in there, but I'm not gonna be in there. Like I'm telling y'all that now, right? I see Trilla's already in there. I'm gonna be in there, but I'm not going to be in it. That's fun. So let's see, Trill's already in there playing putt or whatever. So I'm gonna drop the link in there. Like I said, if I don't work tomorrow, we have a date then. I don't think I will. I'm pretty sure I don't. But so we like look for a random ass den time, and that's happening. And we can kind of keep the conversation going because I know that a woman's place was a conversation people want to speak on, and all that. And again, my apologies for not taking. I know a couple of the calls came in, and Merry Christmases and Happy New Year's and all that other stuff. Like I said, I'm a bro. One, you're exactly now. Look. Now she may be able to do something. She may be able to rip that little gymnast grip. You know what I'm saying? It might be some shit you ain't never felt before. He looked rather like what they call it, the pommel horse or some shit. But shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Solution, man. I appreciate the support. It came up on the other thing, and I saw it. It just popped up on the thing. We said tell them to explain it without the money. So shout out to Illusion. I definitely appreciate the support. Man, look, that's dangerous. Look, she come look, imagine being on the bed, you lay back, like, come on, baby, listen here. And if you start taking a run ahead start and show, man, look, I'm finna roll up for bitch. You better stop fucking playing. Look, I don't know what the pommel horse made out. I ain't made out of that shit. But you bitch, you bitch started running and springing, man, bitch come running from the bathroom, twirling the car where she didn't hit the aerial somersault. Nigga, you better dive off the bed with the quickness, nigga. Your shit ain't gonna ever work right again. It's gonna be a wrap, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This little bitty bitch, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? She gonna have a little springboard right in front of the bed, right? Some dick dismount, that's what they gonna call it. I would be fearful. I would be afraid. Nigga, what? No, bitch, no. I'd be yelling. It'd be like a horror movie. I'd be like, damn, that nigga Hancho getting killed. That little bitch and killed the nigga. Anyway, This is y'all know I'm tired. I'm gonna start talking crazy and start seeing imaginary shit in my head, man. Discord link in the thing. I'm finna go be Grinchy. I'm finna go steal gifts and presents and all that other stuff. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Like Christmas. I'm finna get crazy. Yeah, it's time. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go get back into the books. Right. Yeah, continuing my re-education of Ed Honcho. Feel like pretty soon, the start of the year. And I got the new Den logo and all that shit. I need to do one more thing. I'm gonna get that done before this thing is gymnastics. Fuck with y'all, man. Take care of yourselves. Don't be out on these streets. People out there driving crazy, drinking, doing weirdo shit. Man, take care of you and your families. Whatever you're on tonight, whatever, all that good stuff. Y'all take care of yourself, man. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I thank y'all for allowing me to be a part of your lives this night. Yeah. It has been my honor. It's been my privilege more than anything. It is truly my pleasure. Catch y'all in the Discord. I may be in there ear hustling. I may be in there snoring. I don't know. Broderick, you're a terrible. Wherever Broderick is a terrible person. He does not deserve any privileges or power in any form whatsoever. Man, I ain't been hitting the black. I ain't gonna show y'all a little thing. I invested in a new piece, right? I went glass, right? Because I was like, fuck it, had to get some glass, just for the old time's sake, right? I don't know what none of my fucking papers are, but I'm glad I actually did because I'm like, I ain't got no fucking papers. But yeah, that bitch been kicking me in the chest like a fucking Udo, fucking my ass up, man. All right, appreciate y'all. It's on the flip side. Y'all be cool, man. Take care of yourselves. I expect to see y'all tomorrow. Let y'all open up your presents, do whatever other weird celebrations y'all doing. So maybe after. See.